Hi traders, let's just go through the data first off. And today we had terrible UK GDP at minus 0.7. That was last quarter was revised down to minus 0.3. But index of services, bear in mind we're a service economy, was much better than expected. German bond rates were better. Then we had some data at 11 o'clock for the UK, which was better than expected. And so on. So tomorrow we've got US has got core durable goods and jobs. So if that is stable or any better, I think we could see a nice move. The markets have held up. They've been very resilient today, considering how weak that UK number was. So let's just go through what the market did today. This is the pound, and you can see we're in this down channel. We're just clinging on. We made a lower low today, which is significant, and we closed lower, but it's marginal. But if the US data disappoints tomorrow, then I think the dollar will gain strength, and this will drop and potentially come right back down to 128. I mean, the bears are in control at the moment of the pound. There's great strength in the dollar, and that is not letting up at the moment. Because of the lower low and the lower close, I would favour a drop of today's low, and we could see a retest of those lows down there. Let's look at some other pound pairs. Now this one, the pound yen, has got a potential stopping bar right on this key level of support. This 121 roughly is a very, very key area of support. I'm actually long the pound yen, but with a stop right under today's lows. There's a tiny stop. It's like a 20-point stop. So I'm risking 20 points to see if this pound yen can hold this pivot area here and then start climbing above that. So we're in a little boxed in area there to me. So it's the highs of December and the lows here of June. Looking to see, so we've got a hesitant bar yesterday, a stopping bar today. Can we start to move up from here and start to get up here? So I'm long that one, and I will watch that. Whereas the pound is definitely very, very suspect. Although the fact we're just on 155 is encouraging. I'm long this one as well. This is US dollar yen. Again, major level of support, which we're above at the moment. I'm looking to see, it's a bit of a doji there. I'm looking to see, again, it's a close stop. I've got a stop just under here. So it's something like a 20-point stop. So again, looking to see if this can start to break up through that area of resistance and start to look to see if we can get back to this year's highs. Back in March of '84. If we do this will form an ISW pattern. Yeah, so we've got obviously a lovely big move up here. So here's the drop, here's the potential W, but we just need this to hold. So we need to close above about 78.5 ideally, and then start to work our way above these levels here, start to step up. But of course if we close down here, I'm out and it's all over. RSI is low, so let's see where that can go. So I'm long 2 yen pairs on decent support with tiny stops. Right, euro. This has closed above here. So as far as the balls are concerned, I'm doing this slightly out of sequence. Sorry, I did promise to do a Dow oil euro pound sequence, but because it's such a big day on the pound, I've gone straight into the pound. So we have a new low and a close above. This is a rejection of the lows here. You know, this is potentially a long setup. You know, if you've got a new low, you've got divergent RSI, and a new low close above. So, can the euro start to climb? I actually shorted the highs here and obviously got stopped out, so very disappointed with that. So at the moment, one of the reasons why I'm long these yen pairs is because the bears are clinging on. The lows are getting bought. This is the Dow. This is the trend line I drew yesterday, and today we've closed just above it, just above yesterday's bar. So we've actually engulfed yesterday's bar. So the bulls are hanging on. You know, these lows are getting bought. 3 days of selling, the close above. That's the pattern we've seen. 2-3 days of selling moves the upside. 2-3 days of selling moves the upside. This was unusual in that it was a week of selling, but we held that level. So despite yesterday's low close, as we get towards core durable goods tomorrow and GDP for the US on Friday, this has held. Hence the reason why I'm long those yen pairs. So whichever way you draw it, there's lots of different ways of drawing it, that is holding up. So it's a new recent low and a close above. So the bulls are in control of that one. Here's the oil. New low in this recent range, close above. Oops, I can always do that, don't I? Let's get rid of that. So this is the fibs on the last big move, and we are just back in the fib zone. So a pullback to 88.50 tomorrow. Let's see if we can retest that area there. That's around about 92.50. So we've come off the RSI and we seem to be edging up. Let's look at some other pairs. I think this is actually a more robust yen pair, and more appropriate yen pair given the move in the oil today. Look at this trend line. We've had a new low yesterday and a close above today. This CAD yen is bullish. We've got a lot of resistance up here at 78. If you get a pullback on this one to 76.86 with a stop down there, with a close stop, that could work. So it's worth a few points. It's a relatively close stop. Look at the Aussie US, new low in the recent move, close above the 50%. So the bulls are in control of that one. US dollar CAD drops. Potential double top drop. Well, double top in the recent range anyway. So it's all down to US GDP on Friday. I mean, that is not tradable. It's above the 50%. So much support down here. That's just not tradable. Aussie yen is a carry trade. It's an important measure. New low, close above. So we break up through here, and that can get moving. That's tradable. If you bought a pullback to 80.36 with a stop under there at 79.54. I think the CAD yen is the best bet on the basis that the oil is so strong. But you know, these markets are not selling off. They're holding. They're very resilient in the face of strong, extremely bad UK data today on the GDP front. Anyway, the other thing I talked about gold. Been talking about gold. Gold actually did a beautiful move today. 2 hammers, and we need a pullback in this. It's moved slightly earlier than I expected. I thought it might hang on till the US GDP. We need a pullback to 1600, and you're going to have a stop down there at 1560. Okay, so I'm long the US dollar yen and the pound yen. I think the CAD yen is a very strong option. And a pullback in the gold at 1600 and a pullback in the oil at 88.50 are areas I'm looking at tomorrow. Okay, all your feedback. Thank you for those who have filled in the survey. If you haven't had a chance to do it yet, then please do so. And I'm reducing my trading hours, so I can spend much more time on development now. So look out for changes coming afoot. Okay, in coming weeks. Happy trading, and let's see what the durable goods data can do to the markets tomorrow.